Hi everyone, this video is to help you understand what you're doing today. So you're going to be working on checkpoint number 3 today of your project, objective and design of the product. So at this point you have collected most of the information that you're going to need through your background and your research. Okay, let's remember the aim of this project is to create a product that can be used to promote or educate your chosen audience about a specific health problem they face. Some examples of products could be, for example, documentaries, infographics, presentations, websites, brochures, okay? Anything like that can be a product. To design your product, you need to consider what your objective is and how you will reach this objective. Use the rubric in the next page. It's also linked right over here, but it's also in the next page. I'm going to show you in a bit to help guide you in the design of your product. This rubric is going to end up being what I grade you on your final product. Okay. So again, please write down your health problem and your target audience just to remind me of what you're working on. Now you're going to talk about the objective of your product. What is the purpose of your product? So why are you trying to create a documentary? Why are you trying to create an infographic? What is the purpose? Is it promotional? Is it educational? What do you want to accomplish with your product? So you're going to be showing this product to somebody, right? And hopefully it's your target audience. So what do you want to accomplish with your product? Do you want people to be more conscious of something? Do you want to help people solve a problem? What are you trying to accomplish? Okay. Once you come up with these objectives, you can start thinking about how you would actually design a product that can reach these objectives. How will the product fulfill its purpose? So if it's educational, why did you choose an infographic, or why did you choose a presentation? If it is more about creating awareness, maybe you want something more fun. Okay, so how is your product fulfilling that purpose? How is the product related to the target audience? If you're reaching children, why did you choose a specific product for children? If you're trying to talk with elders, why are you choosing a specific product for your target audience? What tools, materials, techniques will you use to create your product, like PowerPoints or graphics or films or drawings or social media platforms or any type of platform to create a website? So all of those are tools, materials, and techniques. Which materials are you going to be using? How will your use of specific materials or techniques to address the health problem help the message get across to your target audience? So why would you choose, for example, to create a website that has an access to social media platforms? Or why would you decide to create some graphics? How is that going to get your message across? So if your message is to people in schools in Ecuador, maybe you can do a physical project like a poster, or you could do a brochure, or you could do something very artistic, because you could potentially go and present that yourself, right? You could go to the school. But if it's not in Ecuador, if it is global, or if it is in a country that's farther away, or if it is a lot of people that you're trying to address, maybe that you have to consider what product would be best to address that audience and how to get your message across. Expected results. How do you think your target audience will react to your product? Once you create your product, what do you think is going to be the reaction from your audience, and how could you deliver your product to your target audience? Again, the idea is to have them be able to see it, right? So how could you deliver this product? Once you've got all of those questions, now you're going to do a preliminary sketch of your product. In the space below, you can either paste a picture of a sketch of your product, or you could describe your product in terms of materials, medium, and general idea if your product cannot be sketched, if your product has to do with maybe a website or maybe a documentary. Use the rubric in the next page to help guide you in your design of the product. This is going to be the rubric that I'm going to be using to grade your final product. So there's going to be a section on relevance and accuracy of information, which has a lot to do with the checkpoint number 2 that you worked on before. Application of class content and independent research, again, has to do with checkpoint 2 that you worked on, and the way that you have addressed class content and your independent research when researching that health problem. Here is very important, originality and creativity of product. So this has to do with your design of the product and how original your project idea is. Communication, how do you get your product across? Okay, how is it organized so that people can understand it? How does it transmit your message? And finally, your bibliography, which are the three sources you will be using in APA citation, both in text, within the text, and in a bibliography page. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions.